You're watching the Weekly Wednesday What's Up? Oh fuck, not again. You're watching the Weekly Wednesday What's Up, the section of my channel where I tell you everything that happened to my week and to happen to me in 1 week. Okay, so what's going on recently? I'm just kind of chilling, in the spot. I kind of it looks kind of messy, huh? But it's hard to tell, but yeah, it's really hard to tell. But I basically cleaned more. I got more space because I put a lot of my stuff under the bed with clothes and everything. So I do have a little more walking space, just a little more. Yeah, you can see it kind of looks really fucked up still, huh? I need a place to put my shoes. See over there, right there. It's my shoes, and I just keep a trash bag there just in case. There's the business stuff over there. It's, God, yeah, it's coming, I guess. I don't know. And then I was going to make the mats a little nicer or whatever, but, maybe next week you'll get lucky. So I don't know if I mentioned this before, but so I guess coming up in a few days, I need to decide whether or not I'm actually going to relocate to a better place, or just hoof through this for another month or so, at least another month. It might be more, based upon my working schedule. And then move to my ideal place. How it basically works right now is with my job. It's still kind of a part-time job. But I mean, they'll take care of the visa and all that, but it has to grow steadily. For example, I'm kind of on call from 5 to 10 at night, but if nobody really signed up, then I'll end up going in at 7. So for example, yesterday I actually had 3 classes, and I was in there for only just 2 hours though. 3 40-minute classes, so that was 2 hours, 120 minutes. So I ended up leaving. I went in around 7:20 and I left at 9:20. But in the future, the idea is that more and more students will request me and book me, and it's fine. My busiest days are on Saturday and Sunday, so that's good because I'm working I'm pulling in 8 hours or so, almost 8 hours. It's 10 to 6, and that's where I make the most money. That really is keeping me alive right here. But these other days, these off days, actually Sunday isn't so good right now. I mean, it's okay. It could be a lot better, but I still have I had a 2-hour gap at that time. So ideally, what I'm trying to do is actually edit while I'm there. But I was a dumbass and forgot my AC adapter, so I could only get one thing out, which was the arrow reaction. No, it was something else. The one-man punch thing. So next Sunday, I'm gonna try to get around it and do something else. Make sure I remember. But Saturday's the main day where I make the most. Because I guess everybody's free on that day. Friday, same deal. It's supposed to I work from 5 to 10, but with this kind of new schedule, it's just killing. The Arrow fans already know, but it's killing any chance of editing on the weekend, and it's actually making me really tired. And I'm not dating at all right now, but there will be a time weekends is when most normal people are free. So it's social life. I don't even feel like talking on Saturdays now because I'm so tired. If you can just imagine from 10 o'clock to 6 p.m. just talking non-stop like this right now. Occasionally giving your students time to talk as well, and you're conversating, but you have to be ganky. And you have to be energetic. I really hate drinking coffee because of the crash, but I do drink the coffee or energy drink. But when I get off of work or whatever, I'm so tired, and like I don't want to be going out on a Saturday night. Friday night's kind of all right, but it's also a little crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna figure that one out soon. The only really option, the real main option, is I need to, like, you remember I was trying to get like that other job, and I was offered a full-time job at another place, but that was just I knew it. It was just gonna burn me out. Like, I'd be getting home right around this time, 5 or 6 o'clock, maybe a little earlier, but I'd be so tired of dealing with kids, um, that I would be so burnt out to record reactions and give my all. Not to mention, I'd be missing everything that's going on in the morning time. Like, yeah, you could time release stuff, but as I found out, like, most reactions are very time sensitive, especially the viral videos. Especially the viral videos. Like, for example, like if I had released the Star Wars trailer, if I didn't get that Star Wars trailer out at that moment in time, within that hour, like, it's so vital to be one of the first out the gate, basically, with certain trailers. um yeah, it's crazy. So that's why, with Flash and Game of Thrones, uh what's the other one, The Walking Dead, it's so vital to have, like, make sure your video, for me, to make sure my video is released later tonight. Like right now, uh Flash is done. Well, actually, it's uploading to YouTube right now, but it's not in my best interest actually to release it right now. It's better to release it in a few more hours, when basically when New York is kind of like 10 o'clock my time is right around the right time, because that's when New York is kind of waking up and people are logging in, and it starts to rack up those views a lot faster uh, than if I post it um, now. It'll get pushed down by other sort of videos in people's nudes feed, and it's easier to miss or something. It's really weird. Like, I've just seen, like, I know, like, Cooley and Gator, like, they just released their shit like all throughout the night. But I think it's also a different type of demographic as well. So when it comes to like TV shows, I call it the water cooler theory, where basically, when you watch something the night before, the night of, like, let's say people go and watch the Flash or football game or whatever, the next morning they go to sleep after that. The next morning they're going to work or school, and they just want to talk about that episode or that game at the water cooler or in class. So that's essentially the same idea. Is like, people are watching this stuff, and most people are pretty hyped about it, but they don't really go online searching too much for reactions, because they know nobody can edit it that fast, for certain stuff. But then you get that pre wave at night, but the first real wave is in the morning, um, when everyone wakes up and they want to talk about it or search for it. The interest is still peaked right there. And then after that, if you miss that first wave, you're fucking, the life of your video is cut in half, basically, because nobody's really searching for that stuff anymore, unless you have dedicated fans and such. Like, for example, my Arrow reactions, it's mainly subscriber based and such. Um, when I launch that stuff, that's where my views come from. But if I release it earlier, if I had time, yeah, it'd be great to put it out. For the example, but another example is something like One Punch Man, which that's just hot right now. So people are just searching for that all over. A death battle. It starts to surge up every time a new death battle is released. My older death battle videos get a little more hits, a little more views. Same thing with the epic rap battles. So, anyways, that's just where my theory comes from. Like my network promised, they said in their pitch that they were gonna show me how to find out the timing of when the best time your audience is, but um they don't know what I'm talking about. So now apparently they don't know what I'm talking about. The copyright strike. Oh shit! Speaking of which, I need to wrap this up. I forgot about that. I had that problem last week, right? Okay, we only have like 4 more minutes. So yeah, the copyright strike. I went and I got some legal advice from America, who also told me to check with Japan. But you know what? And I talked to the original creators of the parody, and in all likelihood, I'm gonna go ahead and push the dispute anyways. I haven't been able to get legal advice in Japan. I still have a basically I have a not a mental block. I have a language barrier issue. Like especially when it comes to lawyers, it's like I don't want to go through this big trouble of getting like all this crazy double time legal counsel. Just when it just seems like I'm already kind of pretty much in the right, and it's like it's almost better if I probably just get legal counsel if they try to take down my channel. So I let my network know about it, and I'll probably go ahead and fill out that form tonight. At least get one of them taken care of, and then after that follow up with the next one, reword some stuff, and hopefully it all goes well. But like I'm just thinking, because the time it's gonna really take to really track down somebody out here for legal counsel and copyright stuff and all this bullshit, another copyright strike could come in. That's what I've really been thinking about. You know, the days it's gonna take and all the time when I could like already just go ahead and submit it and get that shit lifted, and save myself some time and a lot of money. But I don't know. Like, but if it gets really bad, then yeah, of course I need to actually hire an actual lawyer. I already contacted YouTube Tokyo, and YouTube Space Tokyo. They said they can't help me, and they told me to ask my multi-channel network, which my multi-channel network can't really do anything. It's so frustrating. Anyways, anything else going on? The apartment. That's that. Talked to Tyrone Magnus yesterday. First time ever. That was pretty interesting. We talked about a lot of personal, private things. Of course, we talked about what's been going on in the reactor world, and we were comparing notes and shit. We have a project coming up in the near future. Actually, a few projects, but we didn't really get a chance to talk about all of them and such. Shit. So with the few minutes I have left here, I did want to let you know I am going to be I'm thinking about doing this, like, it's not a Reactor Mania 2, but last week some of the boys, they did something interesting on Omega. So I'm going to take that idea and retweak it just a bit to really give it a true vision and a lot of promotion and such. So basically, all of us get together at a kind of select time, and we all get on Omegle, and basically, we also advertise to the fans what time that's going to be going down, so that basically it'd be like a giant reactor meetup. So I was going to call it like Reactor Omega Meetup, or like that, Super Reactor Omega Meetup, or something like that. Reactor Rumble Omega Meetup, like that, basically. So I'll think of a better name later today. But I figured this would kind of be the ideal sort of Thanksgiving sort of thing, because Thanksgiving's coming up, I think, next week or so, or soon. So I know we all have families, we're going to be busy around that time, and if I waited until December too, people just got things to do. So this probably might be the last time everybody can kind of get together, unless yeah, because once after that it's going to be holiday break. So I'm thinking next Thursday, basically. So there you go, guys. Like, subscribe, share. We're running out of time here, and I will check back with you next week.